Hey everyone, this is Michael with the general love reading for Taurus Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I do hope that this video finds you all well. Before we begin, I am just going to disclaim, like I do for all of these videos, that this is a general reading, meaning not all of the messages that come through are going to be meant for you specifically. This video may not resonate at all, and it's totally fine. I just wasn't picking up on your energy this time. You are welcome to check out some of the other videos. If you don't know your Moon, Rising, or Venus sign, you're welcome to check. I actually have a calculator down below in the description box that can help you figure out those other placements for you, especially your Venus and love sign, or Venus and Moon sign. Those are very, very important for your love life, so I would definitely check out those as well. Or even if this does resonate, you're welcome to just have a more thorough picture, take a deeper look perhaps. But yeah, this is a general reading, so not all of the messages are going to apply to you. Some of the energy may also come in the reverse, so this other person, your person, might actually be your own energy or vice versa. The roles can be switched. Do keep in mind that this is a very general reading, meaning that it might not even be pertaining to romantic love at all. It could possibly be pertaining to a friendship or a coworker or even a family member, anyone you spend a lot of time with or you're close to. The energy could actually be picked up in this reading as well. So keeping all of that in mind, I am going to start shuffling the deck to begin here. It's too many. What are the messages for love for Taurus? And as I'm kind of shuffling here, I do also just want to remind you guys that even though these videos are dated, I do feel like the love readings in specific are, they're not date specific. Rather, I feel like they will come to you as they resonate. So you could be watching this several months or even years from now. But this was made originally with the time frame of the middle of August to the middle of September in mind. Oops. Show me clearly, what are the messages for love for Taurus? Okay. Wow. Okay, so a big chunk of cards fell, and it was actually the exact number for this spread, so I'm definitely trusting these are the cards for you. I do feel like a lot of you, you're dealing with an air sign here with this overall energy being this Mother of Swords. And I actually feel like this is the energy both of you have. There's kind of this guardedness, this skepticism here. A situation has left you feeling very, very guarded. And it's like however this person was distant or emotionally blocked off, it caused you to shut down as well. Could be in the reverse. But I'm actually feeling like this is your person. The person you're dealing with. This kind of Mother of Swords energy. A bit sharp with her words. Someone who's definitely been hurt in the past. And they still haven't really recovered. And you're really, this is quite the situation here, honestly, because I have as your fears and worries, we have the Ten of Swords. You're afraid of a lot of pain here. You're afraid this is going to end badly. And I almost feel like you're very stuck. You're not really sure how to move forward here. And it's like, I almost wonder for some of you if this is kind of delaying the inevitable. I gotta be honest, because it feels like this person is very blocked off. At least right now. And I almost feel like there's a conversation that you need to have here. I have, for their fears, their worries, we have the 5 of Wands. A lot of conflict. Maybe some power play here as well. Petty stuff, actually. I almost feel like they stir a lot of agitation with the way they deal with people, to be totally honest. It's like this person kind of expects the worst, and because of that, they treat people a certain way, and it causes a lot of conflict. That's very specific, but I feel like that's the case for a lot of you dealing with this person. I feel like this dynamic has been tested. I'm definitely getting a sense of something, you know, you're afraid it's over. This person doesn't want to keep fighting, but they don't know how to stop. I have as your blockage here, this Daughter of Pentacles. It's kind of this timid energy, someone who works behind the scenes, not really wanting to address things head on. This can kind of be the, you know, Taurus, even though you guys stand your ground, I do think that sometimes you can be a bit passive with situations that require a more direct approach here, which is kind of what I'm getting. Because you're afraid of things ending or things going badly or someone getting really, really hurt, I do feel like you're holding back a lot. I also do feel like for some of you, work is actually kind of a concern as well. I know this is a love reading, but that is something I'm seeing on the table. And there's something you're actually working on. You might be using that as a distraction. You might be using that to kind of take your mind off of this situation or get away from this person. This person could also be involved with the workplace, but with this showing up as a blockage, I'm just getting the sense of kind of hiding behind something. Funny enough, for their blockage, I have the Lovers. Again, this could be an air sign, Gemini energy. I'm actually getting quite a bit of Gemini energy. I also have the Magician for them as well, for their likely course of action, but as their blockage, I do feel like they are very guarded to love. They're very blocked off to this. Why? I mean, I think I already know why, but I want to clarify this further. Why is the Lover showing up as a blockage? I know they're guarded, but interesting. The Eight of Cups and the Father of Wands. I think some of them haven't moved on from something, especially a fire sign involving a fire sign, or someone very powerful who had a lot of influence over their life. I feel like there's still a lot of pain here. I almost do feel like they need to work on themselves, to be honest. I don't think they're ready to talk to you or ready to have a relationship with you. I do feel like there's a lot of work that they need to be doing. And I have the Magician here as their likely course of action. I do feel like that they're coming into their own power. I do actually see that for them. I don't even know if that's necessarily their problem, because it seems like they're more afraid of having someone else come in. But it does take a lot of strength to be open to love, and a lot of courage and bravery and vulnerability. It's not easy. And I feel like this person's very guarded to that. They also might be showing how they care in indirect ways. That is something I'm actually getting, especially with kind of this guarded energy. They might not be telling you how they feel about you, but you can kind of infer it from their actions. I have, as your recommended course of action, we actually have the Eight of Pentacles, which is about work. I was saying, I do feel like some of you are working on something. I actually do want to clarify this a little more. You could be working on the relationship here. Father of Pentacles, kind of clarifying this. This does actually feel like there is something in your day-to-day life that needs you to attend to it. Kind of focusing on that right now, because I feel like your person is very much focused on their own stuff. I do feel like some of you are involved with an earth sign though as well. So I'm seeing either air or earth, maybe a mix of both in their chart. Especially Gemini energy. I'm also seeing Virgo energy a bit with this Magician representing Mercury. And I feel like this person, they need to see that you're stable. They need to see you as this Father of Pentacles. Because you're kind of acting like this Daughter of Pentacles. You're kind of in the background. You're unsure of yourself. I feel like you're working on that. As for the future energy between the two of you, I have this Nine of Swords. There's definitely a lot of anxiety, there's a lot of worry, but things aren't what they seem either. It's really important for you to kind of calm your mind. What stories are you telling yourself? I think you're letting your thoughts get away from you. Or your thoughts are running you wild. I definitely feel like meditation could also be helpful. Really anything that's going to give you a different perspective here. Yeah, fire ants. I'm actually getting the advice for you guys to kind of pull back. Things are really tense right now. There's a lot of heat. And people aren't working together the way they should. So I do feel like there actually is a work element here involved for a lot of you for some reason. This is also involving a workplace situation. But for the situation between you and this person specifically, I think you both kind of need time to cool off. You're feeling a lot of heat, a lot of tension, a lot of anger, perhaps. Or anxiety. And you just kind of need to cool down. I'm also seeing with this spider here in the Eight of Pentacles, kind of working off on your own thing. You know, kind of in the corner. You're getting a different perspective. You're seeing things from a new angle. I feel like there's also, again, I know this is a love reading, but it is coming up. There's something you're working on that's going to pay off very nicely. And I think that might also give out space for your relationship to kind of blossom or to flourish here. Because I feel like right now there's this negative feedback loop. You're both feeding into each other's anxiety. You're adding to the tension because you're trying to get rid of it as quickly as possible. And it just needs to be there right now. You don't need to be in it. But this isn't something that's going to be solved anytime soon. I do hate to say, I feel like you do need to kind of pull back and regroup here. What else is here? Tell me more about the Nine of Swords. Hierophant. Taurus energy, your energy. This is interesting. I feel like there's going to be an outside influence coming in to help the situation. Or offering a different perspective, offering new advice. That might be the workplace connection for some of you. There might be someone you're working with on something. Or someone from work who you're talking to about the situation. And they have a lot to offer you here. This feels like someone who's a bit older. Maybe that's who this Father of Pentacles is. This could be someone helping you. What other animal wisdom is there here? Vulture. Yeah, something's definitely out of balance. Vulture is the maintainer, the purifier of an ecosystem. Some of you actually need to clear out your space. There's this cluttered feeling. You know, maybe this will actually help this Nine of Swords energy. And there's just this sense of looming, this sense of something circling above you. It feels ominous. It's like you feel all of these ominous signs, you feel all of this bad energy. And Vulture isn't necessarily a negative card. It's actually a very important and essential part of the habitat it belongs to. It prevents the spread of disease. And it can find nourishment in what seems like a devastating situation, in death, in loss. It can find silver linings in things. And perhaps that's part of the perspective shift for you as well. I'm not necessarily getting the sense that things are over, although I definitely feel like you're afraid of that. It could be manifesting for some of you, that might be what's happening. But I actually feel like there's something that can be repaired. It needs time. And there does need to be something cleared, something brought back into balance. I do hope that this video was helpful for you. Make sure to hit like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments down below what's going on. This seems like a very tense situation. It seems like there's some other people involved as well who might be helping or, adding some clarity for you. Let me know who you think that might be. If I don't see you in a personal reading or Reiki session, I will see you all in the next video. Take care, everyone.